Hey everyone, we are here live at the Qolsys Booth with Hiram Webling, who is just here to see the new solutions that we have created. I want to get your first opinion on these things. Come on over here. So, Hiram, we have done a lot of really cool things with the Qolsys IQ panel. That's here, right here. And all our followers, of course, have seen it and hopefully love it. But we've done some really, really cool things that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about. The first thing is IQ Panel 2, which came out just a little while ago, is really become the hub for everything. Now that's been the story here at CES. Is everyone's saying, oh, I've got a hub that can control everything, but when they look at everything, their list of devices that are really being controlled is pretty small. They're like, look, we can control everything within our own ecosystem. That's like me saying I can control all children that are my own within my own house. Yes, that's true. Of course you can control your own children. That's not true. You can't actually control your own children. No. But imagine if you could. That would be an app I'd love to buy. So the concept here is not just being able to control the devices that are within your own ecosystem, but what are the devices and other things that are within other people's ecosystems. So let's say, for example, the IQ Panel 2 can coordinate with legacy 319.5 sensors. Okay, these are the devices that have been in the market for what, 20, 30 years. Okay, and whether you're using a GE sensor or a 345 Honeywell or 2 gig sensor or a 433 sensor for DSC, these wireless sensors are ones that haven't changed much, and therefore you could, use one of these with the right IQ panel. So now you've got an existing system in your home, you want to take it over and say, hey, let me go ahead and, put in a new panel, but keep all my existing sensors and still use them. Well, the truth is, most people say that's good, but there's a couple sensors I want to change or a couple sensors I'm worried about, and most people don't have a huge full system. So Hiram's been a technician for many, many years, and you always did a very good job of upgrading customers, making sure they had a lot of sensors, but there was hardly ever a customer that said, I want a sensor on every single point, every single possible thing, and then I'll never add another sensor again, right?
Right.
They would always want something else, want something new. So the idea is, with new Power G sensors, these ultra-thin, encrypted, long-range, awesome sensors, you can take over the legacy devices with your legacy radio, and then there's a radio inside for Power G that allows you to take over to add in new sensors that are ultra-encrypted. Now that's security, and that's going to cover things like security sensors, lights, motion sensors, glass breaks, I'm blanking.
Doors, windows,
smoke detectors, carbon monoxides, all that stuff. So you're gonna be able to do that with those two protocols. But there's other stuff like lights. This is a lamp module. Locks, thermostats. They want to do that. That's with ZWave. We're here in the ZWave Alliance booth, and we can actually use the ZWave radio built into the panel to take over and use all those devices as well. And whether you're buying them new or you've already got them in a home, you can now take and use. So now, and because they're all tied together, you can do things like when door open, turn on light. When door left open, turn off thermostat. Things like that. And those smart rules help you save money, help your home stay more safe. Now you come to the cameras, and you've got things like the Skybell video doorbell. You've got things like indoor and outdoor cameras, and the ability to view those on the panel screen so that you can say, hey, I want to answer the door from my panel and say, hey, how's it going? Yeah, leave that package on the front doorstep. Let me unlock the front door. And you can unlock the front door, and the door lock unlocks. They can drop the package in. You can lock it afterwards. You don't have to come to the door for that. And whether you do that from your mobile device or from the panel, it's all coordinating, through the magic of this whole ecosystem. Alarm.com and Qolsys working together for this one ecosystem. Now, I'll give you an example. Just the other day, my kids were downstairs, and my wife says, hey, will you call the kids up for dinner? Is, of course, I go to the panel, I press basement camera, and I say, hey, kids, time to come up for dinner. And true to all kids, they go, okay. And they don't move.
Right.
They don't move at all. They're just sitting there, and I'm like, okay, kids, come over there. They're like, we are. I'm like, you're not. I can see you. You're not moving. Get up. And
turn off the light.
Yeah.
That's what I do now.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Turn off the light. See, I see him and I'm like, I can see you playing video games, put the controllers down. You know what I gotta do is put a smart socket, one of these things.
On the Xbox.
On the Xbox.
Yeah.
That'd cut that off real quick, wouldn't it? Yeah, so that'd be fun. That'd be interesting. So you'd be able to view cameras, to view all this stuff on the screen, But then you also have things like voice control, and that's been the real thing. There's been a battle, and Hiram, correct me if I'm wrong, but as you walked around the show, you've probably seen works with Amazon Echo, works with Google Home, works with, Apple HomeKit, things like that everywhere, right?
Yeah.
That is the big thing at this show. Everyone's kind of just trying to decide who's gonna win. I don't think anyone should win. I think they all could win. I'm an Apple guy, I like Apple stuff. Maybe you like Google stuff, and if you want to use the Google Home Hub for your stuff and say things like, okay, Google, turn off the light, that you could do that, and it would work. But if you wanted to use Apple, you could use Apple. If you want to use Alexa, you can use Alexa. All of the above is a great solution, and if you've got a solution that works with all the above, like we do, it gives you the ability to have a whole home solution that isn't only your kids in the house. You're now controlling all of the Amazon ecosystem, all the Google ecosystem, all of the Alarm.com ecosystem, all the lights and locks and thermostats and security devices that you used to have, as well as all the new stuff. So hopefully that's a nice little peek into what we're doing here at the show. Hiram, thanks for your participation today.
No worries.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Keep watching on Facebook, on Instagram, and the other channels that we've got. We're going to do a lot of fun broadcasts continue on there. Make sure you're following us, and the more comments you make, the more prizes you win. So make sure you participate. Thanks a bunch. We'll talk soon.